Press conference by the All India Football Federation. We have AIFF President Mr. Kalyan Chaubey and Secretary General Dr. Shaji Prabhakaran. We've just had the executive committee meeting today, and two of them would like to make some announcements on decisions that were taken there. We thank you for your presence. We know it's a busy day, and we just start proceedings.
Yes, namaskar, good evening. Welcome to this press conference. We today had a big landmark decisions in our fourth executive committee meeting at AIFF House in New Delhi. So therefore, whether we took some decision on women's football, how we can shape the future of women's football, then on the grassroots aspect, how we can reach to the biggest goal we have to see that India has a culture and the biggest number of children justifying India's population. And that was one of the key decisions, because I will leave it to the President to announce the exact decisions. Just I'm giving a bit of a teaser, that's all. And we also decided to bring in those legacy institutional teams back into the structure, and then we are missing with the elite player development pathway, how that can be put in place, that we have discussed. And then we have a lot of influence of foreign players coming into our domestic structure, and it is only growing. Therefore, whether it is helping our football or not, so that we have decided. And then also on the training compensation, solidarity payment, we wanted to make it very inclusive, that decision we have taken. And then the most important part is our women's player, how we can increase their economic value chain in the whole system. So therefore, these are some of the important decisions taken, and we had a 4.5 hours of discussion. So that long it happened. So therefore, you can understand it was a very open executive committee meeting where we have taken the suggestions, recommendations, viewpoints of everyone. So now it's over to our President, Mr. Kalyan Chaubey, to announce those exact decisions and the projects which would take Indian football forward as in line with our Vision 2047.
Good evening, friends. As Secretary General mentioned, that we had a long executive committee meeting and we came up with few decisions today. And one of that is the minimum salary for the women football player. So, like men football, AIFF is also keen to promote and develop women football. And we have seen how women are doing well. So therefore, from next IWL onwards, we are going to have home and away IWL, and also the minimum salary of women player will be 3.2 lakhs. So this is the bare minimum that the player needs to get it, and so then it will be a, let's say, marquee player concept, and detail the clubs will get from the League Development Committee. And also we are going to expand IWL, like not in a short span. It's going to be minimum 25 to 30 matches each player will play, and it will go for a longer duration. We are going to have 2024-2025, we have two division, two subdivision, and 25-26 women football will feature 4-tier league, including introduction of state league. So, like the men football state league we are seeing, we will also organize women football league from year 25-26. So right now, our main focus is to increase number of teams, B, to increase number of players. This is a World Cup year for women football, and we wish to lay the path foundation for growth of women game in India this way. I strongly believe the decision will help women football. There's also another project we have launched or got passed it from EC, that is Project Diamond. What is Project Diamond? AIFF will launch Project Diamond for elite player development with participation from ISL, I-League and elite academies to be part of it. FIFA Talent Development Scheme, as we know, the FIFA TDS, led by FIFA Chief Global Department Arsene Wenger, and FIFA will play active role in it. And 3rd May they are asking. 3rd May their team is coming to Delhi. So thereafter we can also follow their guidelines how this Project Diamond can be useful for youth development. Since, as you know, friends, that we call our senior national team as Blue Tiger or Blue Tigress, as most of the national team have their own name. So we thought to call our grassroots teams, youth teams, the teams under 7, under 8, under 10, under 12. These grassroots teams, we can call them Blue Cubs. So we call this tournament an elaborate grassroots restructuring we have planned with the launch of Blue Cubs that would help in developing foundation for future talents, where this FIFA TDS are going to guide us. This program will feature an elite grassroots program along with involvement of governments, NGOs, clubs, schools, etc. This is in line with our vision, the vision we often say 2047, and initially our idea is to increase the participation of children as many as possible. And when I say children, it is boys and girls both. We have a little ambitious target that till 2026, we are hoping that around 3.5 crore children will play football through our Blue Cubs projects. We are also going to launch institutional league. As you most of the journalist friends in this house will definitely can recall that there are several office teams like Air India, HAL, IIT, Coal India, Railways, Services, AG, Income Tax, many more, Oil India, SAIL, GAIL, then Punjab Electricity Board, BSF. Last 12 years, there has not been any recruitment in these institutions because gradually, slowly or gradually, these teams obsoleted from Indian football. So if we can bring them back into Indian football competition, we believe then many football players can get service. So their life can be secured through the government service or this institutional service. So we are going to launch institutional league from this year onwards. So like all of these institutions are semi-professional or amateurs. Players will be employee of these institutes, so they must be having their own infrastructure. So if Oil India from Assam wants to come and play in Mumbai with Air India, so Air India will host them. If a HL from Bangalore wants to come and play in State Bank or Reserve Bank of Kolkata, they can do it. So we have to create this institutional league. This will definitely create job opportunity for men and women, and also it will involve these traditional institutions and government institutions are involved with football like they were before. We'll also encourage them to form or maintain women team. It is also we have decided that in university we will start university championship. There the women player can be encouraged to play. And the most importantly, because of foreign players playing in Indian football, so we have a closed option for Indian player to get games time match practices. I don't think any of the Indian club, be it a top division or bottom division, playing in any district or any tournament, they are not having a foreign striker, African striker. This is closing opportunity for your Indian striker to get match time. So therefore, we have decided that in our last meeting we had decided there will not be any foreign player in I-League 2, and now we have decided there will no foreign player in state leagues. State leagues, no foreign player. The tournaments will have no foreign player. So from the lower division, where the development of players are there, where the pool is larger, the Indian player will get more competitive matches. They will get more match time, game time, so that this Indian player, they can develop their skills. You must have noticed that whenever there is a match, Indian player, they always in reserve bench, and that the foreigners are playing either in central midfielder, stopper back, or the striking position. So therefore, we have decided the state league will not have any foreign player, at least for next 2 years. We'll see how it works, whether we create chance for more Indian players to develop their competitive skills. And this is high time, because Indian national team is also need more striking players.
We'll take questions. I request that you please raise your hand and I'll get you a mic.
Currently, excuse me. On one hand, you are encouraging women football in India, okay, but recently a prominent club, it's an AIFF club, have abandoned their women's club, football club recently. Do you notice that?
You see, a decision for a national interest, cannot be, affected with one single decision by one particular club or institution. Shutting any club is definitely not good for football, but I think this is for the larger interest of women football. Tomorrow, few clubs may say that they are not ready to pay minimum salary to the women footballer, because that might increase their budget, so they will close down their team. So possibly we cannot stop them, but that may may not affect the policy. Policy को तो हम बंद नहीं कर सकते. So क्योंकि हमें ये लॉन्ग टर्म पॉलिसी करना है कि वुमेन फुटबॉलर यदि खेलते हैं तो उनके एक बेसिक मिनिमम सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए, ना कि इनको हम एक्सप्लॉइट कर लें. तो उसके लिए जो फिट होंगे पॉलिसी के साथ वो आएंगे, साथ चलेंगे. फिट नहीं होंगे तो जो दूसरे फिट होंगे उनको लेके आएंगे. आई एम श्योर जितने इंस्टीट्यूट हैं अभी, बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट चाहते हैं कि फुटबॉल के साथ जुड़े, और उनमें से भी बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट चाहते हैं कि वुमेन फुटबॉल के साथ जुड़े. वो आकर के मिनिमम सैलरी दे सकते हैं. एंड आवर जॉब इज़ टू इंश्योर दैट द कंपटीशन जब हो, कंपटीशन के ग्राउंड कंडीशन अच्छा हो, कंपटीशन के कैलेंडर सही हो, पहले से बताया जाए, मैच की ब्रॉडकास्टिंग अच्छी हो. यू नो इफ इट इज द वीमेन टीम, उसके चेंजिंग रूम प्रॉपर हो, उसके लॉजिस्टिकल सही हो, देयर शुड बी प्रॉपर वॉशरूम सिस्टम। सो मैं समझता हूँ कि कोई एक बंद करने से तो बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन मैं ये नहीं चाहूँगा कि कोई भी बंद करे, सब साथ चले। सर हर साल 4 नए क्लब आते हैं, 3 बंद हो जाते हैं, तो उससे बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। लेकिन हमें ये सोचना पड़ेगा, जब हम लॉन्ग टर्म का सोचेंगे तो क्यों बंद हो रहा है वो देखना पड़ेगा। क्या क्या मन लेके वो आए थे और क्या उनका एक्सपेक्टेशन था, अपेक्षा था, उनको नहीं मिला, तो वो देखना पड़ेगा। एंड डेफिनेटली मैं आपका कंसर्न समझ रहा हूँ, कोई भी बंद हो ये हम कभी ये नहीं चाहते।
मेरा एक सवाल आपसे, 2 सवाल थे। एक है कि जो सीनियर एशियन मेंस एशियन कप है, उसका प्रिपरेशन के लिए जो कैलेंडर है इंडियन मेंस फुटबॉल टीम का, वो कैसे शेड्यूल किया जा रहा है, हाउ मेनी मैचेस आर दे प्लेइंग, क्या उनका प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा गोइंग टू द एशियन कप, ये एक सवाल है। और दूसरा ये है कि दूसरा सवाल है, संतोष ट्रॉफी लेके हमने देखा कि इस बार सऊदी में मेन जो टूर्नामेंट प्रॉपर किया गया, लोग गए भी, कवर भी किए, लेकिन हम जब देखें कि शोलापुर में जब मैचेस हुए, लाइक स्टेडियम वाज ओवरफ्लोइंग, मतलब छोटे सेंटर्स में संतोष बंगाल महाराष्ट्र के मैच में जगह नहीं थी। तो क्या आप ये डिसीजन को नेक्स्ट सीजन के लिए रिविजिट करेंगे? ये 2 सवाल है।
डिसीजन को नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए,
मतलब नेक्स्ट ईयर क्या आप इंडिया में टायर 2 सिटीज में संतोष ट्रॉफी जहाँ पे ऐसे भीड़ हो रहा है, ऐसा क्राउड रिस्पॉन्स है, उसको देखते हुए?
देखिए, एक तो क्या है कि हमारा एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि फुटबॉल भारत में सिर्फ केरला, बंगाल और नॉर्थ ईस्ट में होता है, इसके बाहर भी फुटबॉल खेला जाता है, ऐसा हम अपने बातों में नहीं कहते हैं। लेकिन सच तो ये है कि भारत के बहुत सारे ज़िला में, बहुत सारे पॉकेट्स में फ़ुटबॉल खेला जाता है। कोल्हापुर उसमें से एक बहुत ही प्रोमिनेंट एक जगह है जहाँ फ़ुटबॉल की लोकप्रियता अधिक है। और जैसा कि संतोष ट्रॉफी की बात आपने करी, संतोष ट्रॉफी के लिए इस साल जो है हमने और स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में करना चाहते हैं। इससे पहले भी हमने कई बार इस बात को रखा कि हमारे जो 36 मेंबर एसोसिएशंस हैं वो सभी इक्वल फुटबॉल प्लेइंग स्टेट नहीं है। तो यदि हम उस पर 2 टियर में उनको बांटे और उस पर फिर क्वालिफिकेशन हम उसकी कंपटीशन करें, क्वालिफाइंग कंपटीशन करें, तो उससे क्या है कि संतोष ट्रॉफी का सही तरीके से हम इसकी आवंटन कर सकते हैं। और इसके साथ भी हम लोग ये भी करेंगे, आगे भी आपको बताएंगे कि संतोष ट्रॉफी के साथ साथ मान लीजिए बर्दोलोई कप, रोवर्स कप, उड़ीसा में कलिंगा कप, बैंगलोर में स्टाफोर्ड कप, ये जो सारे कप है उस कप एक समय लेगेसी, फुटबॉल की लेगेसी है। कोई 100 साल पुराना, कोई आप 100 साल से अधिक, कोई 70 ईयर्स पुराना। तो यदि हमारे बच्चे